Hello again, everyone. This is part two of this series of odds and end records, and these artists, their names start with the letter C and D, so I'm doing this roughly alphabetically. The first one is Pete Carr, not a word on it. And I think that Pete Carr was a studio guitar player, possibly Muscle Shoals, somewhere down the southern states. This is on the Big Tree label from the 1970s. Second album is Carlene Carter, daughter of June Carter. This album is called Blue Nun, and this is a British copy. And this album was produced by her then husband, Nick Lowe, and it has members of Rockpile playing on this. And I noticed Glenn Tilbrook of Squeeze is on this as well, and Paul Carrick, I know, does a duet on Oh How Happy. Chicago, from the Toronto Rock and Roll Revival 1969. And in 1969 there was that famous concert festival in Toronto. I think it was at Varsity Stadium. I didn't go to it, I was too young. But Chicago played at that festival along with John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band with Eric Clapton. But this is the Chicago performance. It's a single album. And I have a feeling it's going to be bootleg quality, but this would have been performed around the time of the Chicago Transit Authority album. David Coverdale's Whitesnake. It's called Snakebite. This is kind of a compilation. Songs from Whitesnake and just songs he recorded in the studio too. This is an album I know nothing about. It's a band called Creed. What interested me was the fact it's on the Asylum label, so perhaps it's kind of Eagle-ish, I don't know. California country rock, maybe. This is a really, really good Creedence Clearwater compilation set. It's a 3-album set, advertised on TV. It's called Greatest Hits. Warner Special Products, which is odd, considering they were on Fantasy. Crowded House. I believe this is the first Crowded House album. Neil Finn and Tim Finn, his brother. And, oh, Tim Finn isn't on this. Paul Hester. Nicholas Seymour. There's the big hit songs, Don't Dream It's Over, which is a fantastic song, and Something So Strong. The Best of King Curtis on Capitol Records. It's from the 60s. Dancing the Night Away. This was a TV advertised album. It's a 4-album set. It's on Warner Special Products. It's from the same company that brought you that Creedence 3-album set. And what's cool about this is it has every disco hit on it. It's I think there's about 40 songs on this, and all the hits are on this. Everything from YMCA to Car Wash, Brick House, Hot Stuff, Donna Summer. Def Leppard, Pyromania. The Desert Rose Band, Running. Now, this album is from the early 80s. And what's notable about this album is the fact that the Desert Rose Band was Chris Hillman of the Byrds and Flying Burrito Brothers and Manassas, and it's an album that they released. This is a cool find. It's Paul Desmond, Blue. It's on RCA Records from about 1962. And it's Paul Desmond, the saxophone player. It's his first solo album, I think after he recorded Time Out with Dave Brubeck. Jim Hall on guitar. Disco Rocket, another disco record, but this is a K-Tel album from 1978, and this one is still sealed. Here Comes Fats Domino. This is on ABC Paramount, though, instead of Imperial Records. Most of his big hits in the 50s were on Imperial, but then he went over to ABC Paramount. And in Canada, anything on ABC Paramount or ABC was on the Spartan label from London, Ontario. This is an album that surprised me. I didn't know that it had been released until I went to the record store. And it's The Doors, live in New York, Felt Forum, 1970, January 17th, 1970. It's been released by Rhino, and it sounds fantastic. I was amazed when I heard it in the store. The sound and the production is incredible on this. And I thought that by 1970, I'd heard that you read that Jim Morrison had pretty well lost it by then. But he was in really, really good voice on this. And like I said, the sound is incredible on this. It's the best Doors live album I've heard. And the last one in this set is Deluxe, Don't Mind Rockin' Tonight. Now, Deluxe were a British band. They came out of the pub rock circuit, which kind of predated new wave and punk. But the members, it was produced by Dave Edmunds. The members of this went into the Motors, the Tyler Gang, Sean Tyler, Graham Parker's Rumor. It's a very, very interesting album with some really, really good tunes on it, like Love's Melody, which was kind of a minor hit, and it was also a minor hit by the Searchers in the late 70s. Thank you for watching, everyone.